guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm just getting over like a cold sickness. I don't know, I was really sick for the past week. I still feel it in my throat. My lips are pure white right now. But in today's video, I meant to start this off January 13th, which was Monday. But Monday I decided to go kind of refined sugar-free during the holidays. I ate a lot of sweets and junk food and just things I didn't need to eat, and I felt extremely bloated and moody, and just I was not feeling my best. Since Monday I've been doing sugar-free just to cleanse myself. I'm gonna be basically eating no sugar, and I'm still gonna be eating fruits, but when googling like sugar-free diets, apparently you could still eat some fruits and just stay away from fruits like bananas, grapes, cherries, pineapples, mangoes, and yams and sweet potatoes. Like those are like the main things I wrote down. The rest of the fruit just isn't in season, or I don't eat that. And I'm allowed to eat apples, berries, grapefruits, melon, oranges, limes, and peaches. I don't really consider a lime a fruit, but yeah. And I'm not gonna eat like any foods that have sugar. Something that's already like pre-made, I'll look in the ingredients, and if like some kind of cane sugar or sugar's in there, I'm not gonna eat it. So far I've been missing out, especially Monday was my brother's birthday and everyone came over and they had desserts and all this fun stuff, and I had to just watch everyone eat it. Also, like a big thing is coffees and teas. I always drink those with just like tea. I just drink with lemon, so I don't have to worry about like not having my tea or my coffee. I stopped putting sugar in my coffee like a year ago. I just don't feel the need for it. I like it just with a little bit of milk. I prefer coconut milk. So like a little splash of coconut milk and I'm good to go. But I think coconut milk has sugar and milk, like things like that, like milk that has like sugar in it, that I'm okay with. It's just like the main like processed junk sweet candies, I'm not letting myself eat that. And fruits, like I'm gonna stay away from bananas, and I'm just like doing this just to see what happens. I'm also trying to just get back into a healthier state. So far I've been feeling really good. I think my body has changed dramatically within like these 5 days, but there's a lot of things I want to eat that like I can't. Like I bought these granola bars from Target that have cherries in them and like chocolate, and I can't eat those, and they expire in March, so I'm gonna have to eat them all in February. Also, I probably know I'm doing this wrong, but I'm not really going by any strict rules. Like I'm just doing the rules based on what I feel like I need to do, and I'm doing this without working out to show you like what happens to my body by just eating no sugar. Like I'm saying no refined sugars because I'm gonna eat natural sugars. Also, I was gonna do an update on what my face looks like because I've been getting a lot of acne, and I never get acne ever. That was one thing with my face. I always had clear skin, and over the holidays I broke out so bad. That's what my face looks like right now. I had a lot of acne on my forehead, but that has already cleared up. These 2 pimples formed yesterday. My skin hasn't been feeling the softest, like it's pretty uneven. Like there's a lot of acne right here that we need to get rid of. Okay, so it's currently February 11th. Technically today's like the first day I should be not sugar-free anymore and incorporating sugar back into my diet, but I started this yesterday just because I don't want to crash. I'm here to give my final thoughts and reviews on what happened when I was sugar-free. Week 1 was fine. Like I said, I had an overload of sugar and sweets on the Christmas holiday season, and when it came down to January, I just had to like stop. Like the habits were getting really out of hand, and it was coming to the point like at night me and my sister would be like, we're bored, let's make cookies. I was eating cookies or drinking hot chocolate or just eating candy. So the first week was kind of hard because I just missed candy. I remember like the first day I was sugar-free, me and my dad went to Tim Hortons, and he's like, ooh, I'm like really craving an ice cap, and I'm like, well, we can't have one. First week on the Saturday I did cheat. It was my brother's 30th surprise party, so I did cheat technically and I think I had 1 drink with like pop, since I can't drink pop, so I cheated with the pop. And then I had like a glass of sangria and then a glass of wine with my cousin, and then they had so many desserts there, and I felt wrong cheating on the desserts because like a drink to me is like whatever, but on my desserts I felt really wrong cheating. So I only had like a tiny little piece of cheesecake. It was literally this big. My cousin made like 2 baked cheesecakes, and after I ate that one I just felt so guilty, and I'm like, as much as I want a second, I cannot have a second one. Week 2 came along with my family, and they would bring me to like cannoli places and places with milkshakes and be like, you don't want anything, you don't want anything. I'm like, how many times did I just say I can't eat anything here? So I'd always have to just sit there and watch them eat. That Friday I remember going to see a movie and I couldn't eat anything, so I kind of just had to sit there and watch the movie. I usually like don't really eat at a movie anyways. Like I'll just steal some of my sister's popcorn, but like even the popcorn I didn't want to, I don't know, I just like didn't eat anything. But I'm like, okay, whatever. And week 3 is when we went a little downhill because I was doing so good. At this point I wasn't craving sugar anymore. Like the thought of sugar and like cakes, brownies and stuff, I'm like, I don't want it, I don't need it. And that Saturday came around, and it was my brother, his wife's birthday, and she brought over this mini cake. Like it was maybe like that big. It's like a really tiny cake, and it was covered in sprinkles, and it was supposed to be this vanilla cake, but it fell over and you could see the inside, and it just looked so good. And sprinkles are my weakness. I love sprinkles. Oh yeah, that morning I forgot to talk about the cake, but then I'll talk about the reason why I ate the cake. But the cake just looked so good, and because I cheated in the morning, his wife was like, you know what, it's my birthday, eat the cake, celebrate. I'm like, whatever, fine. So I ended up eating like a little sliver, and it was honestly the best cake I ever had in my entire life. So I ended up eating almost the entire cake, which isn't that bad because it technically, if you slice it into like 2 pieces of actual cake, I didn't need to eat the whole thing. And I'm still thinking about it because it was so good. But after I had that cake, I went into extreme bloating. I actually looked like I was with a child. It was really bad. Like it was an uncomfortable bloating pain. I honestly felt like I was gonna be sick. It was so bad. I was lying down on like my bed and I was like, I'm gonna die, like this is horrible. I'm never eating sugar ever again, because I went so long without actually like eating sugar, and I only really cheated that once with the alcohol. So like this semi-overload, and it was really bad. So learning, I'm kind of happy that happened though, because now I know, now getting off of refined sugar free, to not binge at once because the downfalls. But yeah, that morning I'm in my bed peacefully sleeping. It's pitch black. My dad comes in my room. He's like, do you want to go to a farm? And I was like half asleep. I was like, what? He's like, come on, get up, let's go to a farm. I'm like, what time is it? Like, I was like, I'm so confused right now. I look at my clock, it's 6:30 in the morning. Okay, I guess I'm going to a farm. And that night I went to bed at like 2:30 just because I was like working and stuff. So I barely got any sleep. We drove 2 hours to this farm that didn't exist. My dad couldn't find the farm. So we drove all morning from like 6:30. We left the house at like 7:30. By the time we like actually got there and like were lost and everything, it was like 11. And I'm like so sick of it at this point. I'm like, why am I here? I'm just so annoyed. So my dad felt bad because he dragged us all there to like go to this farm that he couldn't find. So he brought us to this like random town. I'm not kidding you. This town was like a strip. That was it. And we were walking up the strip. This guy comes out of this restaurant. He's like, this restaurant is like the best thing in town. And I'm like, this is the only restaurant in town. So my dad's like, oh really, let's go in. And we walk in, and the first thing I see is this giant sign that says banana bread pancakes. Are you kidding me? Because banana bread is my weakness. And I'm like, when else am I ever gonna come back to this town? Like, I didn't even know where we were. I was like, I'm never gonna come back and experience these banana bread pancakes. I might as well order them. So I ordered them, and they come to me and they just look like regular pancakes. And I was expecting like banana bread batter poured into a pancake, plain pancake with just some banana in it. But the first few bites were like, oh, this is so good. And then halfway through like the first pancake, I was like, this is not what I expected. Like, this is not worth cheating on my sugar free for. And I was just really mad. So I ate like almost a whole pancake, like kind of almost. So I didn't bother even eating the second one because I don't really like pancakes. I just ordered it because it had banana bread. So I was kind of mad that I cheated. So that's why that night his wife was just like, come on, at least eat something you know you're gonna not regret. But I did regret it. At the same time I didn't. So then after the 3rd week, I feel like I'm kind of on week 5 right now, but like the 4th week, which was last week, really strict. Like, I made sure I stayed away even from like sugars and like fruits and stuff. Like, I was just eating vegetables and soups, like vegetable soups. I went like full on strict mode because I just didn't want to like go back to how I felt when I ate that cake. And on the 4th week, like I wasn't craving anything. I didn't like, I would see cake or like brownies or cookies that my family made and I just like wasn't tempted by it. Like I just didn't want it. And now we're technically on week 5 and I'm starting to introduce it again. So like yesterday I had a banana smoothie and like chocolate milk added to that. I've been feeling okay. I haven't actually eaten like a dessert yet, but this week I'm planning on making an upside down banana bread because I haven't eaten banana bread since Christmas. Overall, I'm very happy I did do this sugar-free, since the main reason I did it was because I wanted to like crush my sweet tooth and like crush the cravings, since I was just always craving sugar and always craving sweets. Now I feel like I'm not craving it as much anymore. This week I'm feeling really tired. I don't know if it's because the month of February I started eating like really plant-based, like not eating any meat. So I don't know if it's like I'm low in something, but or if it's like the low sugar or something. I feel healthier, not as heavy and like bloated all the time. So I'm definitely going to not be sugar-free like forever, but I'm definitely going to maintain my sugar. Another reason I did it was to clear up my skin, and I still have the same pimple I believe from when I first filmed this 5 weeks ago. Everything else cleared up. One pimple just like doesn't want to go away and it's really irritated right now. I think it's just the weather. In terms of like body and like how I look the same. In the before and after I feel like I look exactly the same, but I feel different. Like in the month of January before I started, I was constantly feeling bloated all the time. I just felt so heavy. When I would wear jeans, I just felt so uncomfortable. I would just prefer to be in leggings. I feel like Christmas I was very unhealthy, and from Christmas to now I think I did lose like 10 pounds, but I think it's also muscle loss. Like I lost a lot of my muscle mass. I wasn't working out during this time period. I started working out again February 1st, but not intensely, so I am gaining a little bit muscle back, but like I lost all muscle for not working out like an entire month. That was just my experience. I just wanted to document it and just to see how I feel, just because like I said in the beginning, I just was bloated all the time. There was clearly something wrong, and it's better now because I think the sugar was like causing a huge impact. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for new videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.